Hey, it's Silly. Welcome back to another video, or hello if you are new. Today I am back in my Northshore Zoo building some quick project that I did not have to fight to make into one episode. So I am building today a church for my small town. And I don't really have anything else to say about the church because it's just a church. When I was going through the items, I saw this bell, and I remember putting this bell down in the grass where I sort of wanted the church way back at the beginning of my zoo before I even had really built anything. And now I am finally building it. Though, full disclosure, I wasn't actually planning to build this for this episode. I was, as you might be able to see in the background, working on the Maine boardwalk for my zoo, but I ended up knowing that that was going to take way too long, okay, because I'm a little bit behind on my footage, my building footage, that is. So I knew I was going to have to do like a smaller project that I could get done in a few hours. Anyway, I took a quick break from my boardwalk to build the church so that I would actually have a reasonable video to put out today. And I'm working on the boardwalk. I was working on it this weekend. I just knew I wouldn't have a whole ton of time to work on it. And actually, I was going to work on the boardwalk more today, but then my credit card got a charge fraud on it. Actually, my debit card, so it's even worse. So I'm gonna have to deal with that today after I do this narration, which is gonna be great because I didn't have a million other things that I was trying to do. Yeah, but anyway, here is the church, and it includes, as any small town church does, a very old cemetery in the sort of backyard area of the church. And I imagine, like most small towns, that this church probably still is actively holding services, but it's probably like a really small congregation, maybe like... It kind of reminds me of the little like church camps. I don't know if anybody has ever experienced that like I have, but like a summer Bible program at a little church. I used to go to quite a few of those, and because I lived sort of rurally, and my aunt, who we spent basically all summer with, also lived rurally and had a little church down the road. So we would take the hay wagon down to the church and do our summer Bible camp for the week. That's kind of what this vibe is for this church. It's just a little small town church. It's tiny, it probably doesn't have much of anything going on. Maybe some like potluck sort of events every once in a while, but otherwise, just pretty low-key, I suppose. And I used a couple different inspiration photos, but I just feel like all of these churches look very similar. So it wasn't really hard to get the vibe of what I was going for. And in the end, it looks like every small town church I've ever been to, that's for sure. And so, I'm thinking for this series, this is episode 17. We're gonna have 18 be the boardwalk. 19 is going to be probably some of the beach area. I don't know how much I'm gonna be building for the beach area. To be honest, I might take some building blueprints. I'm just not sure. Depends how quickly I feel like I can get some buildings. It's helping a lot not doing the interiors, so I don't think it'll be that bad ultimately. But there is like a restaurant or two that I would like to frame out, so with like an interior, or at least part of an interior. Sorry, I yawned in the middle of that. I don't really feel like cutting it out though. But yeah, so that should be 19, and then 20 I'm thinking is going to be the dock. I pretty much cut out all of the aquarium stuff so far because I've just been framing the building. So when I go in and put details for that, I will likely have that. We might end up at like 22-ish episodes for this series. Maybe 20, let's say 25 at the most with the tour is my projection. So just a few weeks more of this, and then I have to move on to my other project, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. I think, I don't know, I mentioned before I've been itching to do like a regular zoo that doesn't have such strict theming so that I can change up my style every once in a while. But also, I don't know, I also want to do my Disney zoo, which sounds fun. And that seems like it would be a little bit easier in terms of like, the projects don't have to fit together. Because I don't know if I'll make it a real zoo or just like a zoo that houses all of my individual habitats that I want to build. But yeah, I think that could be fun next. I might do a combination of the two. Might do a one on Tuesday and one on Saturday, depending. We'll see how it goes. I guess it just depends on what I have ready. The other thing is, I had it in my brain and now I've lost it completely. Oh, right. The other thing is I'm gonna be adding more videos on my channel again. Sorry for the lack of any content aside from Planet Zoo. That's just what I felt capable of playing after I moved. But I am going to be recording some of my survival game very soon. I keep saying I'm gonna do it after I record these narrations and then I don't get to it. Very soon though, hopefully. I keep wanting to, and it's just been difficult to find the proper time. Part of it is that my husband is home lately, so it's just, it feels rude to record and stream all the time when he's here because they share an office. But yeah, The Long Dark is coming soon, as well as my stream edits. So I'm not going to, don't worry, for those of you who are YouTube only, I'm not going to be just streaming and putting that content on my channel. I don't like that personally. But what I am gonna do is take my some of the games that I play. So I'm playing Cattails on Friday mornings, and that's been super fun. That is a ridiculously crazy game and I absolutely love it to death. Could not think of a funnier game to play. Even the descriptions for the items are funny. So I've been taking the streams from that and editing them down significantly to not quite as short as I would make a YouTube video potentially, but about 40 to 50 minutes I've been editing my first 2 episodes down to, and I will be posting those as well. So in case you missed the stream, you can up in my YouTube channel and watch the highlights, though I think they're going to be quite delayed because we're going into episode 3, or I guess stream 3 of Cattails this week, and I haven't even released episode 1 yet, so I think episode 1 is going to be next week, and then every week from there on out, because I stream every week that game once a week. So yeah, look forward to that. I think maybe either Sunday or Monday for that upload day, and then Thursday for my The Long Dark, and anything else that I happen to feel like I can rework for YouTube from Twitch will be on my channel as well, but I don't imagine that's going to be a whole lot. As I said, I don't personally find it to be very nice if I'm taking my streams and trying to make YouTube content from that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, especially if you are just streaming and that's your content, then by all means you should put your full streams on YouTube. But for me, I feel like I will always think of myself as a YouTuber first. Or at least somebody who prefers the YouTube format. I think I always will. Maybe that will change in the future as I stream more, but for now, I don't want to ever stop doing my YouTube content, and so it wouldn't feel very good to me personally to just take my streams and that be exclusively my content on YouTube. So yeah, some edited streams for Cattails, so you don't have to sit through all of the nonsense that happens on stream. You'll just get the story for that, and then Speedbuilds, my actual YouTube Let's Plays, probably an interloper game at some point. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try interloper or stalker to give it like a serious run. I'm worried about the no guns thing since I've literally just learned how to shoot the bows. I'm still not very good at it. Feels dangerous to go into an interloper game and not know how to play the game without guns. So maybe we'll go for stalker and we'll just try a little challenge for myself. I'm so much more confident now that I know how to deal with things. It makes a huge difference in being able to play the game properly. And I also, to be honest, have a couple of other games that I've been thinking about playing a little bit. My husband just recently gifted me Stray. It's going to be interesting. I've been hesitant to play that because I think it might make me cry, but yeah, I think I'll give that a go. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that on stream or on YouTube though. Just depends on how I'm feeling, but potentially, because I've had this sort of idea for a while. I have been wanting to do a little series, I say. It would be a huge series, a huge undertaking. I would like to play every cat game on Steam. There are a lot of them, and I think it would be really fun to go through all the different iterations of cat games on Steam. In fact, that is why I ended up purchasing the game Cattails to begin with, because it was on sale. And I thought it looked really cute, and I thought it would be a fun start to this little project. So I went through and I wishlist quite a few little cat games on Steam, and I'm thinking of getting through them at some point. Hopefully my streaming and whatnot will fund the purchase of the new games. Be fantastic. And so yeah, as I said, not sure in what format I will end up doing that series, but it's possibly going to be on Twitch, because I've already started Cattails on Twitch, so it seems like it could be fitting to be there. But either way, I will probably end up posting that on YouTube, because that seems like easy to edit and whatnot. My sort of, I guess my qualification for whether something ends up on YouTube after I've streamed it on Twitch is whether I feel like the streaming significantly impacts my gameplay, right? So for Cattails, no. I chat to my viewers, but for the most part, I'm just playing the game still. Or something like I am playing The Long Dark on stream. I'm doing the Archivist Challenge, and that doesn't feel as easy to clip up because there's a lot of just walking between regions and whatnot. Which, I mean, that's the game. The Long Dark is like that in general, but yeah. That one doesn't feel like it would be as fun to watch secondhand. I feel like part of the fun is helping me figure out where I'm going, so. But, you know, if anybody feels differently, feel free to let me know. Feel free to request my streams edited or unedited. I might start a separate YouTube channel if that's what I want, but probably not. I don't see the need, I don't think. It's hard to gauge because I don't know exactly how people interact with Twitch in terms of like usage, like actual usage. Do people watch VODs on Twitch? Do they not? Is that not something that people even consider? I've never watched a VOD in my life unless it's just to see if it's somebody like new that I'm looking at their channel for the first time. Then I might watch one of their VODs to see how their gameplay is and whatnot, how they are. Otherwise, I've literally never watched a VOD. I've just been like, well, I missed that, so I'll just catch up on my own, you know? Just figure it out. Catch the next stream, but I would never go back personally. But maybe I'm wrong about that, and maybe other people do. I have no idea. I will learn as I go. But yeah, here is the start of the cemetery. Building it, I was thinking about doing a cast iron fence at first, and in fact I did put the in-game cast iron fence from the classic set here in the backyard, but when I looked at it, it just did not fit the vibe I thought, so I ultimately ended up scrapping it and going with this wooden fence that I've sort of carried throughout my zoo in various areas. It's a pretty nice wooden fence. It looks very typical. I did have to deal with the undulating ground a little bit here, but overall this cemetery was pretty easy to put in. I used some pieces I've never used before. I couldn't even tell you what piece it is, but I used some interesting pieces for like a gravestone, like a memorial gravestone almost. And I, for the first time, I think ever, ended up using these stained glass, stainless steel, these stained glass pieces from whatever the Europe set or is it Eurasia set? One of them. I think it's the Europe set though that has the stained glass. They just have such a particular style, and I actually hate the design on them. I really dislike it, but we're gonna go with it because we don't have any other options for any kind of stained glass, and I did not want to make my own stained glass. I probably could have. I tried. Because I know I can already think of the pieces that I would use for it, but that would be so complicated and I don't want to do that. So I'm glad that the game has these stained glass pieces in it, even though the design is stupid. And here comes my cat, but we're almost done with this narration, so perhaps I'll just call it here and leave you with a couple minutes of music to end the video. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like, subscribe if you'd like to see more content from me. Post videos every Tuesday and Saturday, and more videos coming to my schedule soon. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye!
theme of the song, it reflects like it's someone who's purpose-driven, who wants to do something and is eager to do it. No matter what happens, no matter what circumstances, kind of evokes some memories in me that I should have a purpose in life and live a purpose-driven life.
That's all that matters. We saw as well that even the people who are working behind this project believe in people for who they are. It's an honor, and we thank you a lot for